And you'll probably notice that my big giant head is no longer blonde. Got too much of a pain in the ass, so it's back to natural, thin and short. So behind me is where we're at so far. So I'm going to do some more work on that today, obviously, that's why I'm here. Going to put some panels on there, hopefully, back panel, and the monitor brace, and maybe even the control panel. See how I go. I'll show you what I've done first off. Oh, this is very important when you're building an arcade machine. You need this. Little Pac-Man Ghost sour thingies. Yum. So before we start, all right. That's where we're at so far. As you can see, that's the front panel. Obviously, the coin door is going to go in here. And what else? Control panel. Blah blah blah. I've gone with the internal. We'll call it ribbing for attaching panels too, so it reduces the amount of holes needed on the side. I mean, I'll still put them down here for the base, obviously, because I want maximum strength down there, and for a couple of cross beams here and there, but there's far less patching up to do on the side. On the front, it's only down the sides, and it's going to be the same at the back. What I'm planning for at the back here is I'm going to have a section about that big, and that's going to run across, that'll obviously form as a brace when it's attached to this. That's going to have the intake fan in there, and I'm also having a network plug with a little plate and all, so it'll be a nice finish. And then of course where the cord comes out will be that cover thing that Heath put me onto, which will be fantastic. It just saves me having to strip any wires or get any tagged and checked and tagged, whatever you call it, from an electrician, because it'll just be like a power board coming out, so it saves time and farting around. Really happy with how the wheels and everything came out, using borrowing from Andrew or Delude, his idea. The four stabilising feet are great because, as we know, we could build this all flush and square and everything, but the floor, you put it on, may not be, so this is a much better system than my previous cab. In fact, the whole thing looks a lot neater inside and out, and that's just, experience and practice, so I dare say the next one will be even better, but I'm going to get this finished in a lot quicker time than the previous one. So what I'll do is I'll cut some panels and then check back in and go from there. In the meantime, I might clean the lens. It's a bit dirty, and yeah, so stay tuned. It's had a really nice blade kickback then. I think I need to oil the blade for lubrication, because when it gets partly through the cut, it can snap back at you like that, and not entirely safe. So yeah, keep your blades oiled. I love when a cut works first time, perfect fit. Just gonna drill some holes in the drop press drill thing. Alright, so here's the back. This is the permanent panel. As you can see, we've got our big old fan. You can see right through that grill. 20cm fan, it's a 10-inch speaker cover. So I guess it's about 25 centimetres. that works out to be like ideal. There's enough left on the inside, so it's not. Well, my last cab was a little bit. It's sort of just made it. And also we've got a network port, which you can see here. Just plugs into there. That'll plug obviously into the network port in the computer, just in case the wireless connection is not reliable or they don't have wireless on their router. Not that I expect them to be doing too much on the internet, but the possibility is there. But I'm going to be locking down the operating system, like a limited user, so I don't want them downloading shit from the internet and all of a sudden, you know, the computer starts crashing, because virtually, I mean, it's really an arcade machine with the functionality of, it's going to have tiny XP in there, but it's not going to have the full-blown OS, because it's not a computer primarily. It's going to have jukebox functionality as its main other job, so they can download music and that kind of shit. But I don't want them to be installing a program, because that was what will stuff MAME up possibly and you know, ruin their experience, and I mean, I have to go out and fix it all the time, so this is the best way to do it. Anyway, clap it on, there's some lollies, a drink, and then I'm going to do the access panel, and I'm going to secure them with these bolts that Brian gave me, BG. That way, yeah, they're going to be up the sides, but that way it's a service panel, so it won't be opening as such, so if I need to go and do anything I can get in there, but generally speaking they won't be unless they've got, you know, a Torx bit, you know, these funky doodads, there it is, which, you know, are available, but I'm going to make it a sticker saying, you know, service panel do not open, or you know, some shit like that. Yeah, I'll think about that, and of course the flux capacitor sticker. I'll probably go there or there or something, I don't know. Anyway, I'll come back when I've got some more panels done. So I've just cut the access panel door, and while the width is 734 of the cab, I've actually cut it about 730, no, it's about 730, 731, so there's a, you know, mil and a half gap either side. Now I've done that because with the T-moulding when it goes on, it's 18 mil T-mould and it's 16 mil wood. So if it's a service panel, I want to be able to pull it in and out, not having to worry about, you know, catching on the T-moulding. So while it looks like it's an offcut, or it's not right, it's intentional because all because of the T-moulding. So.
Another thing we're counting down to is the V8 complete.
Right, so you can see as before the fan, the network plate, that's where the plug will come out, and I'll put that Duvalaki thing on, probably just point it down, that little, you'll see when I get it anyway. Service panel, as you can see, there's a mill out there, and I don't actually know if you can see it because of the light, but as I said, that's the T-moulding won't get in the way when I want to take it off. Back permanent section with the handles, and the thing just tilts so friggin' easy. It's like, I'm quite amazed really. But one thing I will say, it's a bloody tall bastard. I mean, where am I? I'm up to there on it. So I'd say this thing about 6'5", maybe. It's a huge bitch. It's actually bigger than mine. I think it's just got more of a rakish angle on the top, to tell you the truth, is what it is. I can see what's going to happen. I'm going to like this cab better than my own. But give me the challenge to rebuild my own one again one day. But no, I love mine. So now I might have a crack at the roof panels. Oh, and if you're wondering why I didn't put the back panel right up, it's simply because the wood wasn't quite long enough, but I think with the lid, the top on it, I might be able to get away with it. I was going to buy a whole new sheet of wood just for one panel, because I'm on a budget here, so we'll see how we go with the top and go from there. Alright, back soon. Okay, making progress. Got that bit, the speakery thingy, giving those holes a little bit of sand. I've done it that way because the speakers And then plonk them up there, just like that. I'll secure them up there, and that way you're not going to have too much light coming through. No point drilling a big ass hole when you've got speakers like that. So I will just now just clip these on. Nearly. Go in, you mongrel. Now you probably noticed this, I've used 9mm as opposed to 16 for the rest of it, because this isn't going to be supporting any sort of weight, and that's going to be enough to give it some extra strength. I mean, this thing is solid as a rock now, and just to save it a little bit of weight, because it's going to get heavy in the end, being as big as it is. So I'm getting hot. I'm going to have a thirst. I mean, no, I'm going to have a drink. It's half past 4. Jeez. I'll be going soon, but I'll see if I can do maybe the lid. I'm not going to get the control panel done today, but I'm pretty happy. I'm going to have to do the lid in 2 sections, because again, I want to have a service panel on the top, but I want to have like a strip at the front here. Maybe, I don't know if you can see that, that far back. And then, or whatever, the back section will be access to the speakers and the fan, so whatever size I need to make it to accommodate that fan cover will be it, which will probably be, I would imagine, same as that, which is about 340 deep, which will leave a small strip at the front, but that'll be fine. All in all, it's coming together very nicely.